What's good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm back here with my partner Reoz. We got a Monday night doubleheader here. We got Tennessee Titans going at the Buffalo Bills, as well as the Minnesota Vikings playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Two really solid games that I'm excited to watch. The lines are all out, and there's some really good value on this board. So we're back here on Prize Picks. This is the best place for player props, in my opinion. You can use promo code UPSTATE. It helps us out a ton. And when you use the code, they'll match your first deposit all the way up to $100. So if you put $100 in, you get $100 back to play with. You can do 25, 50, 75, whatever you prefer. But the best part about Prize Picks is the way you can mix and match sports. You can take someone like Tannehill in the passing yards and pair him up with someone in like an esports matchup or like college football. So there's a lot of different ways to play. My personal favorite place to go for player props, and that's why we do it over here. So thank you guys for tuning in. And Riaz, tell me about the Patreon content.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on over on the Patreon. The first look articles. We drop an article Friday or Saturday morning doing the plays you should consider, plays you should fade. A lot of guys in those articles absolutely went off this week. So, a lot of knowledge going on over on the Patreon, along with our picks. We're going to have a ton of picks here for this doubleheader on Monday. Obviously, the main slate and late slate on Sunday, and of course, Thursday night. So, a ton of picks, not only here on YouTube, but if you want more picks from Dale and I highly recommend coming and joining the Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. Also, everything will be linked in the description below.
Yeah, so let's get right to the slate, man. So usually for like a showdown slate, we usually do like one pick each. But me and Riaz both mutually agree on one pick. So we're gonna give you guys three picks, nice three-pick power you can punch this in for. Or if you want to make it a four-pick, use some of your own research and dive into it. Or if you're over on the Patreon, use some of the picks over there, and you can make yourself a four-pick power, five-pick flex, however you prefer to play. So let's dive right in, man. Let's go to the pick that we agree on. I'll let you lead off on that.
Yeah, we're going to go with reception touchdowns, and there's no better person on this slate than Justin Jefferson. We like that over him scoring a touchdown. This is going to be two pretty good teams with high-powered offenses with Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. But Justin Jefferson is becoming the best wide receiver in this league. He had two touchdowns and 184 yards last week. Just incredible. They're not even looking at Adam Thielen anymore. Justin Jefferson is Kirk Cousins' go-to guy, and when you can just get somebody like Jefferson at half a touchdown, and he has that 2-3 touchdown upside in a high scoring game. I believe the over under is 50 and a half. So there's going to be a ton of points scored, and Justin Jefferson's a top guy in this league.
Yeah, this is a guy that can catch 15 touchdowns plus this season. Elite separation, and an amazing red zone target for Kirk Cousins, like you said, his safety blanket out there. I do think Thielen's going to bounce back and have a solid game, but we're looking at Justin Jefferson catching a touchdown here, and I definitely think he can do that in a game that can potentially shoot out. So let's get to my pick. I'm going to go to someone in the rushing yards. Actually going to be a quarterback here. Jalen Hurts at 49.5. Maybe a line that jumps up a tad bit after the game he had against Detroit. That game was a shootout, man. He had 90 yards rushing. And like I said, when we talked about Detroit in the Sunday video, they love to bring pressure. But Minnesota actually brought a lot of pressure to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. In the last Sunday game that they played in Week 1. Rodgers actually got sacked 4 times that game, was heavily pressured on a lot of his throws. And this line for Philly, it's got some question marks. I mean, it's gotten better for sure, but the way Jalen Hurts can extend plays with his legs is how this team is going to be winning games. So I like Jalen Hurts to go out there and scramble a bunch as he did it like in Week 1, scrambled 17 times, 17 carries for 90 yards, which is absolutely elite. I think he can only do 11 to 12 here and still get us there with 50 plus yards rushing. So really like this lineup for him, and I think he's going to smash this over.
Love Jalen Hurts. I mean, he has so much upside in the running. And it's nice when he gets sacked, it doesn't take away from his yards. So he's pretty much just he's gonna gain some sort of yardage on every single carry that he has. And having 17 is just unbelievable. The guy I want to talk about, the last guy we're going to be talking about, is Robert Woods over here at receiving yards. His line sitting at 42 and a half, and he is coming off a miserable week 1. He had one catch for 13 yards, and he was only targeted 2 times. But the thing that really kind of wants me to lean towards Robert Woods is he's on a new team. He's coming off the ACL injury. I think they just kind of wanted to get the rookies and the young guys involved a little bit. I think he was just, you know, a tough matchup against the Giants. Both offenses looked horrible, but he was also out there for 71% of the snaps, which is huge. He was out there more than any other guy on this team. Westbrook and Burks were not even close to the amount of snaps played for this offense. And at 42 and a half, I think he's going to not succeed over 100 yards, but he's definitely due for a very big game. And we saw all the guys that struggled last week and really perform well this week in week 2. So I'm looking for a nice bounce back week. A lot of people were writing off Robinson for the Rams, and he had a really nice game. So I can see Robert Woods doing the same here.
Absolute dust last week from Robert Woods, but I like the game script here from him. I think Buffalo's going to come out firing as they did against the Rams in week 1 in that Thursday night game. I do think that Robert Woods bounces back here, sees a little bit more targets going his way. He definitely has some big play upside as well. And Tennessee's probably going to have to throw. I mean, Derrick Henry obviously is a monster, but Buffalo, they're a tough team to run on, man. That's a solid defense. So I'm not saying that Derrick Henry can't run on any team in the league, but Tennessee's definitely going to have to throw the ball here. We didn't see much out of Treylon Burks, like you said. Westbrook is not too exciting. They're going to need something out of Robert Woods in this game, and to keep up with that Buffalo attack, they're going to need to throw the ball. So really like Robert Woods here at 42.5. That's going to be our 3 picks, man. So we're going to go over on all 3 of these guys. Like I said, you can pair them up for a 3-pick power. That's what I'm going to be doing. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. We'll be back on Thursday for another video. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.